Today is the day that everything changes. Look at you. You're so young, vibrant, and full of energy. So much more life ahead of you, and yet already so wise. I wonder, did you know then what I know now? That when you made this choice, it would set us on a course for a truly rich and powerful life. You wanted an edge, a little extra flexibility, faster recovery from those spontaneous adventures, feeling good, clear mind, confidence, and abundant energy to embrace everything you set your sights on. Yes, including him. Your commitment to wellness gave me the hope I have today. Motherhood changes your world. Some days things may feel a little upside down. Oof. The juggle is so real. But mostly, you hold it all together with ease and grace. Keeping up with the kids, crushing it at work. Every room you walk into feels more alive. And because of her, you have a new reason to recommit to yourself. Your healthy habits become the legacy you hand down. In all the years to come, you're still full of energy. You still have an edge. Yes, your body changes, but mostly in ways that you love. You still go on spontaneous adventures. You can still keep up with the kids. And you still embrace everything life has to offer. Because of this day and your commitment to everyday sense, to move with intention, to eat well, to laugh often, to stay centered, to teach by example, to reach for every advantage. Every day you made a commitment to me, your future self. So I just want to say thank you for the choice you make today to live your most powerful life.
Hey, welcome there. Denise here from The Everyday Miracle, and I am hosting this awesome doTERRA MetaPWR class tonight. And are you ready to live your most powerful life? Raise your hand. Who here wants health and vitality at every age across different stages of life? Yeah, I do. I know I do. So my goals for today would be for you to walk away from this class with the answers that you need. So we're going to address 4 main points, right? First, do you control your metabolism, or does your metabolism control you? Understand why the world needs a metabolic health awakening and now. Learn about the relationship between health span and biological aging and metabolic health. And then number 4, discover the tools you need to slow the signs of biological aging and put more life into your years. Okay, so what's standing in your way? Before we dive into the class, I want us all to kind of get to know each other a little bit better. So struggling with health challenges, big or small, is something that we can all relate to, right? And whether that is energy, sleep, stress, mood, clarity, or weight, which one of those is really keeping you from living your best life, your fullest life? I would say for myself, weight and stress are top of my list. A little bit of, I like to keep clarity. So those are things on my list. And if you have a piece of paper, you might want to jot down what are the things that are number one, or, you know, the top 2 or 3 on your list. So now that you kind of have an understanding of what you're dealing with, let's talk about what steps we've taken or you've taken specifically to improve those troubled areas. So if you look here, this is DoTERRA's wellness pyramid, and it was created around foundational health principles, okay? These are the principles that build on top of each other, and think of it like the Jenga blocks, right? If you remove the foundation, the bottom block, the pyramid would just topple over, because nutrition, digestion, movement, metabolism impact all other aspects of your health and well-being. So DoTERRA is about being proactive and natural ways to address like your root concerns, whether they be temporary or superficial solutions. Those aren't enough. And in this class, we're going to focus on the metabolism level of this wellness pyramid. So we'll discuss how you can support your body on a cellular level so that you can live a youthful and vibrant life, like no matter what your age, okay? So the lifestyle choices that you make each day are the foundation for your wellness. And DoTERRA has created like an easy to follow wellness path. And I'm here today to help guide you on like that type of journey, okay? So what is good metabolic health? Well, good metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from food with healthy, stable levels, keeping your blood level healthy and stable. And it's also the blood fat and blood insulin levels. You want all of these things to be on a healthy, stable level. And fluctuations in these levels, while they're natural, it's important to avoid like the big spikes, the big up and downs, which can contribute like unfavorably to long-term health problems. So there are 5 pillars of metabolic health. And the good news is the choices you make daily can put you in control of your metabolic health. So that's yay. Your metabolism can be optimized at any stage of life by attending to these 5 pillars. All right. So healthy eating and daily movement, healthy connections, stress management, including like restorative sleep, and smart supplementation are all part of the 5 keys that help you to unlock your optimal health. So smart supplementation is how you like double down on the benefits of all the other pillars in here. So that's going to grant you an even greater return on your efforts. And what does optimal metabolic health look like for you? It could be more energy so you can keep up with your kids and your social life. It might mean more stamina throughout the day so that you can ditch coffee and the caffeine. Maybe it's improved endurance during workouts. If you're working out daily and they're just wiping you out and you need better endurance. And It could even be a clearer mind. So like you can crush it at work, right? You can stay focused and you can really feel good about all the work that you're getting done. So those are basically your 5 pillars and what it means to have good metabolic health. So how is your metabolic health? Do you know? We all want those things, which is why I want to talk about why the world needs a metabolic health awakening. Like, would you be surprised to learn that under 7% of the US adults have optimal metabolic health? It's not very good. So that means out of every 14 people you meet, 13 of them have suboptimal health. And many of them don't even know it. Like they think they're healthy, but internally at a metabolic level, cellular level, they aren't. So do you even know what your biomarkers for like blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol are? Because you really need to know those. Because if you know those, you're going to know whether or not you're in a healthy like weight range. Do you have good cholesterol? How's your blood sugar doing? You know, your doctor is going to be able to provide you with that information. But some of the things that you have to think about is like, are you in that healthy weight range? Or what is your family's history in cardiovascular health? These are the health markers they used and reviewed in a study of about 55,000 US adults, and they can really predict the future of life and lifespan. So it's important that you know what those health markers are. So metabolic health and biological age are inseparable. And do you know people who look years younger than the number of candles on their birthday cake? I do. Or someone who's the opposite, right? And they seem a lot older than what they actually are. So this isn't just a phenomenon that happens with physical appearance. It's not just on the outside. Like different people can appear to be different ages on a cellular level too. And it's known as your biological age. So biological age is a measure of how young your cells appear to be, okay? And that's based on how healthy they are or how they, like just how they behave in general. So just as like outward appearance doesn't always represent the numerical age, on a cellular level, health doesn't always line up with it either, with your numerical age. So more good news, when you take control of your metabolic health, you also slow the signs of metabolic aging and extend your health span, okay? So don't just take my word for it. Some of the latest research from like Harvard and other top tier organizations show metabolic health and biological age are inseparable. And this connection means the stronger and healthier your metabolic functions, the younger you will feel from the inside out. Okay, it's a fact of life that as you age, so does your metabolic function, how well your internal organs and cells are functioning, right? And because your metabolism influences your energy, your weight, your body composition, sleep, and even like your cognitive performance, a decline in metabolic health can dramatically impact your quality of life. So simply put, taking control of your metabolism health now is how you control like your life or the rate let's say, the rate you age from the inside out. And we all want to age more gracefully than not. So this next slide here, if I can get it to click over, there we go, is a video with Dr. O, who is the actual Chief Metabolic Officer at DoTERRA. I think I'm going to skip this because I feel like it's going to slow down my computer and I don't want anything to crash while we're doing this presentation. But I've got his slides and we'll just kind of talk through what he is saying in his presentation. So the first slide here is, this is lifespan versus health span. And there's a big difference between your lifespan and your potential for a health span. So health span is shown like along the bottom axis, and so that's your lifespan. And then your health span, how healthy you are, is shown along the vertical axis. So medical advances are helping us to live longer, but not always with the quality of life needed for a fulfilling, powerful life, right? So lifespan has exceeded health span, and that means we're living longer, but not necessarily with vitality and health for all those extra years. And in fact, the last 8 years of life are statistically spent with inhibited enjoyment of life because of health, like limitations that we have. So that's kind of crummy, but I think we can all see it in people that we know and people we've been around, that as you age, the last few years of life tend, for many people, not to be very good or quality of life. So it's not just the effects of aging. Life is full of stressors, and that can make us feel much older than we actually are. We get aches, can't sleep, experience brain fog, and take like longer to bounce back than we'd really like to, you know, if we've been exercising or we take a fall or something like that. So we can feel like we're working overtime just to get through the day. Is that how you want to live each precious day of your life? I do not. I don't want to be struggling or a burden in the last years of my life. And in order to like help prevent that, and we need to understand what is it that's preventing us from living like vibrantly, right? Because the truth is, you can control how you feel. And it's time to like close the gap, this gap on the slide here between lifespan and health span. So if I move into this next slide here, how do we close that gap? Even for the average healthy person, aging markers begin to show up in your 20s. Yeah, in your 20s. By the time you reach 50 years old, your body is producing about 1/2 of NAD plus that it did when you were 20. And so you're like, NAD plus, what's NAD plus? Well, NAD plus is responsible for 2 types of reactions in the body. The first type is metabolic functions, which converts food and nutrients into cellular energy. Okay, so that's the first thing that NAD plus does. The second thing that NAD plus does is it helps you to maintain cellular integrity, which protects your cells and the cellular energy factors within your cells. So because NAD plus levels steadily fall as you're aging, there are important implications to metabolic function and the negative effects on DNA that just tend to snowball as your NAD+ levels decline. What does that mean? So what am I saying here? What I'm saying is, as you age, so does your metabolic function, which plays a role in your cellular wellness. And because your metabolism influences your weight, your body composition, your energy, and even your cognitive performance, to close the gap between your lifespan and your health span, you have to take control of your metabolic health. What are the metabolic health obstacles that we have to overcome? Well, there are four main obstacles to metabolic health: your maturing fat cells, cellular integrity, spikes in blood sugar that are already in normal range, and inferior supplements. Are you excited to hear that we actually have solutions for all four of these obstacles? We do. These metabolic health obstacles affect your health span, making it really hard to live a vibrant life. As I said earlier, doTERRA always seeks to address like root concerns, not just kind of put band-aids on the actual like symptoms. You want to get down to the root cause. And the new doTERRA product system for metabolic health fills in the missing pieces in your wellness lifestyle plan. It's formulated with the intent to support natural and increasing NAD+ and NADH levels in your body, supporting cellular integrity, helping to smooth out those spikes and dips in your normal range of blood glucose, and promote healthy insulin activity and response, right? So we hear of people with diabetic problems all the time. So many people with diabetes, and it's because of those blood sugar spikes. That's why we need to smooth out the spikes so that we don't have such problems in this area. It also, by increasing your NAD+ and your NADH, excuse me, you're going to curb your cravings and inhibit fat cells from maturing. This new product line was created to promote support for your body on a cellular level, helping you live a youthful, vibrant life. What would it feel like for you to live your most powerful life? Just think about it just for a second. Just kind of close your eyes for a second and think about it. What does it look like for you? What if all the years of your life could be lived to their fullest? How would that look to you? I know for me, that means every day of my life, I'm going to get up, I'm going to be feeling good, I'm going to be able to take care of myself, get around by myself, and not depend on others. That is what's really important to me. I want to be able to get up, have my mobility, be able to exercise, and feel good. So picture waking up after a great night's sleep with low stress and the energy to do whatever it is that you want. It's pretty cool, right? So now that your mind's clear and you're at your healthy weight and you can't help but smile when you look in the mirror, seeing the outside you matches how you feel on the inside. Yeah, that is what it feels like to live your most powerful life. Now say hello to MetaPWR, the metabolic system for metabolic health, and PWR stands for personal wellness realized. Okay, so meta for your metabolic system and PWR, personal wellness realized. Remember the 5 pillars of metabolic health, which were eating healthy, daily movement, healthy connections, stress management, and smart supplementation. Well, smart supplementation is how you can get a greater return on your efforts with the other 4 pillars. And we all eat, sleep. Supplementation is where MetaPWR steps in. These natural products combined with like a healthy lifestyle, your healthy lifestyle choices are powerful keys for unlocking your personal wellness. MetaPWR isn't just a single product. It's a product system designed to help optimize your metabolic health. Every product features the metabolic blend, the MetaPWR metabolic blend, as its primary ingredient. So the power of pure essential oils fuels every aspect of this system. You don't just want to live a long life. You want to live a long, healthy life, right? Each product in the MetaPWR system is an answer to one of those metabolic health obstacles that we discussed earlier. As a product line, MetaPWR supports your metabolic function, powering your bodies effectively, slowing the signs of biological aging and closing that gap between lifespan and health span. So let's break it down. 3 key steps in this program. So the first thing that we have to deal with, as I walk through these 3 steps, I'm going to share how MetaPWR system combats each of these metabolic health obstacles. And we're starting here with maturing fat cells. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're going to cover. And we're going to use like a balloon analogy to kind of go through this and hopefully make it easier to understand. So your adipose fat cells, as you lose weight, you don't actually reduce the number of fat cells in your body. You simply burn the fat that's stored within each of those cells. So that's causing them to be like smaller and smaller. Do you know upon reaching adulthood, the number of fat cells in the human body more or less stays the same from then on out? These cells can grow and shrink anywhere from 5 to 10%. Well, they can grow and shrink much larger than that. But between 5 and 10% of these cells die every year, but they're replaced. Okay, so you just maintain a stable number of cells, even though some are dying every year. There's a few that are being replaced. The steps you need to take to restrict fat cell growth are what makes the biggest difference to your body fat percentage, or, BMI. Fat cells grow when they retain droplets of fatty acid. And usually it's because you're regularly consuming more food than what you need. And I think we all kind of know that. That's generally the reason why you gain weight, is you're eating more than what you need to do. So these pile of balloons kind of represent the adipose fat cells. So the first picture there, on the left, is like just all your fat cells before they got fat, like all my cells before they got fat. And say that same pile of fat cells continued filling up with fatty acids. So you see how they take up a whole lot more space, like in that center picture? That's because you're starting to gain weight. The cells are starting to retain that fatty acid and the cells are swelling. And in the last picture, the fat cells are filled with fatty acids and they become really large. What if I told you there's a way you can slow the growth of your fat cells so they stay this size and they're less likely to intake and inflate like the balloons? I think that would be what everybody raises their hands and says, yes, give me something that stops my cells from swelling. This is where we all get to learn about MetaPWR and the metabolic blend. We all understand healthy food and beverage choices combined with regular physical activity can reduce the size of your existing cells. So MetaPWR Metabolic Blend is uniquely formulated to support these lifestyle choices by curbing hunger and cravings between meals. Plus, some unpublished preclinical research by Roman University of Health Sciences on the new MetaPWR Essential Oil Blend has shown that it may inhibit the maturation of new adipose fat cells and growth of existing fat cells. So more confirming clinical research is needed on that, but you can learn more about this research in the course that I'm going to share with you at the end if you're interested. Now here's where things get really exciting. Remember, your cells, including fat cells, don't live forever, right? By using any of the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend products daily, combined with natural cell death and turnover, we have the potential to maintain new fat cells at their smallest size. So isn't that cool, right? So as these cells, you got these big fat cells that are all full of fat and they die out and they get replaced. Now, if you're using this metabolic blend on a regular basis, those new cells that are replacing the old ones that have died, you're restricting them from swelling and getting fat. So this is going to be an awesome way to help reduce that gaining of weight and, ballooning out that some of us, I know myself, seem to struggle with. That means the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend can support your goals now and in the long term, right? This is why it's such an important part of the MetaPWR system. MetaPWR Metabolic Blend features clinically balanced ratios of CPTG, which is certified pure therapeutic grade oils such as grapefruit, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon bark. All of those 5 oils. When the 5 of these essential oils are combined at the right ratios, like something super powerful can happen. It may inhibit fat cell maturation. Science speaks for may reduce the likelihood of fat cells growing. It may help to curb your cravings, and I can absolutely attest to it does curb my cravings 100%. If I'm starting to feel hungry, I can go in, take a couple of little beadlets or chew the gum, and instantly, like within 5 minutes, those cravings are gone. It supports your overall metabolic health. So these are 4 ways you can enjoy this essential oil blend, like in that 15 milliliter bottle. And there's also, you can see in here, the white package, that's your gum. The little tiny long bottle has the itty bitty tiny little beadlets that you can take. And then in the larger bottle, those are the soft gel tablets that you can take, which I take that every morning to start my day. So I think this tastes really good. I've seen some people do not think that, and they think it has a funky taste, but it does have a taste like a citrus kind of orangey flavor. To me, it reminds me of the old 50-50 orange sickle bars, which were one of my favorites. So I tend to like this, the flavor of this depends on whether or not you like orange. So that's kind of something that's going to be up to you. This next slide talks about the second health obstacle, and this is blood sugar spikes. Okay. We talked about blood sugar spikes a little bit back, but this time I want to give you kind of like an automobile car kind of analogy. So just think of it this way. It's been said each time your blood sugar spikes, you age. I love thinking of bodies kind of like cars, right? If you're putting your foot on the floor on the accelerator and then slamming on the brakes, it's going to wear down your car. It isn't good for your brakes. It's not good for the tires, for your seatbelts, for the engine, all of that, right? It's just really, really, really hard on your car. So every normal range spike and dip in your blood sugar can be hard on your body, contributing to poor cellular function. And most people naturally have post-meal blood glucose spikes. Some may also experience blood glucose dips if the wait between meals is too long. The more you can smooth out the spikes and dips in your blood glucose and your insulin curves, the better it is for your body and your cells. Doing this helps to optimize and sustain your energy levels all throughout the day. Okay. So now we talk about MetaPWR Assist. So this is another product in the system, and this is a natural supplement formulated to help smooth out the curves in normal blood sugar and around meal times. This product is so important for closing the gap between your lifespan and your health span. So we want to live longer and enjoy maximum amount of life in those years, right? And the blood sugar levels are one of the most significant markers of health. These levels naturally fluctuate, and depending on the food and activity patterns that you have over time, elevated blood sugar levels can have permanent consequences on the body. So going back to that car analogy, if you're slamming the gas on and then braking hard every day, that car's wear and tear will progress faster than if you're driving smoothly. It'll end up costing you more in repairs, and it loses its value quickly, right? Way quicker than what you want. So that's what you're trying to avoid. You're trying to avoid those blood sugar spikes. And the MetaPWR Assist product is got a couple of things in it that really, really help to ensure that we're controlling those spikes, right? So MetaPWR Assist features mulberry leaf extract, which has been shown to reduce normal range post-meal blood sugar spikes by 42%. That's huge, huge when it's taken before or with your meals. So when you take one MetaPWR Assist capsule, the mulberry leaf extracts helps you to metabolize what you ate slower. Of course, MetaPWR Assist is designed to be paired with a healthy whole food diet, right? So you don't want to continue just eating a bunch of junk. That's not going to help you. You do have to monitor and kind of control, possibly change some of your food choices if you're really going to work on getting a healthier metabolism and or to lose weight. But as I mentioned with the first products, they really help you to curb your appetite. So it is much easier to eat a lot less, because I personally have gone to fasting, and I did this over a year ago, prior to this system coming out. And like, I'm able to use this system and maintain my fasting time windows, and it works really, really well. So, and it makes it even easier, I think, than before for me to not only stick to the 18-hour fast that I like to do, but there are many times when I'm jumping to 20 to 22 hours and I'm not hungry. So while a whole food diet and regular exercise are the best ways to promote healthy blood sugar regulation, let's not forget that under 7% of the US adult population has optimal health. So most of us could probably afford a little support. And this supplement is the assist we need at mealtimes. So before we move on, who here loves to geek out on science and research? I know there's a few of you out there that do geek out all the time. DoTERRA has clinical results for MetaPWR Assist and the other products in the system. There's also an amazing in-depth online course loaded with content from doctors and research scientists. So you can just scan that QR code over there on this slide, and you will have access to all of that research. So go ahead, scan that code, and I'll let you do that before I move on, just so you can learn more and get more information about the research that DoTERRA has been doing. Okay. So now that you've had a chance to look at that, we're going to move on now to obstacle number 3, which is cellular integrity. What does cellular integrity actually mean? It means look good, feel good from the inside out. For this next part, there are 2 key things I want you to understand about the relationship between aging and cellular integrity. First, collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. Did you know you have 28 types of collagen in your body? Yeah, no, I didn't know that either. So collagen is a key component of connective tissue that makes up like your tendons, your ligaments, your skin, muscles, and all kinds of other things. Collagen gives your skin its elasticity, so like it bounces back when you pinch it or pull it, and firmness, and it also supports lean muscles and connective tissue. Connective tissue gives your body structure and strength. And the ligaments in your knees, for example, are composed of collagen, and they allow your knee to flex and bend and absorb shock. And I know that I personally had some real problems with my knees and my shoulders about 1.5 years ago, and I was going in to seeing doctors, get cortisone shots. I've since then switched over. I started with DoTERRA's lifelong vitality supplements, and honestly, all of that has gone away by using these natural supplements. And now by adding in this MetaPWR, I know that I'm really giving even more support to those parts of my body. So while collagen is something humans and animals produce naturally, the natural production of it drops with age, of course, like everything, starting around the age of 25. And as you age, simply because of an active lifestyle, repeated stresses are put on your joints, muscles, tendons, and other connective tissues, okay? Even the ever-present force of gravity is constantly taking its toll on your collagen-containing tissues. So secondly, as I mentioned earlier, NADH and NAD+ are crucial for mitochondrial maintenance, cellular maintenance, right? Especially related to metabolic function. They convert food into energy and other production to cellular energy factories. So while your body produces NAD+ and NADH naturally, production begins dropping dramatically around middle age and continues doing so until you die. Okay, so without sufficient NAD+ levels in the body, your cells can't generate the energy needed to survive and carry on function. I hope this is clicking, because by keeping that NAD+ up, your cells are able to function, they have more energy, they're healthier, livelier, right? And this is going to help increase your health span and your lifespan. So basically, without NAD+, we'd be on the fast track to death. And new research and studies are helping us better understand how we can supplement and support production of NAD+ in the body, regardless of our age. And preclinical studies suggest supplementing with NMN, which is a big, huge, long name that I'm not even going to try to say. This may increase NAD+, leading to more youthful functioning cells and body systems. So I know that's like a lot of information and a lot of acronyms, but you'll understand why it's so important in just a minute, okay? Here is MetaPWR Advantage. Here it is. This is the third step in the MetaPWR system. It combines the power of marine collagen, NMN, and 10 other synergistic ingredients to target cellular integrity and health span. And it's a powerhouse, okay? This product can replace vital collagen in your tissues needed and support natural production of NAD+ in your body, helping you to slow the signs of aging inside and out. The 12 synergistic ingredients in MetaPWR Advantage give your cells what they need to support cellular integrity. The result is slower biological aging, so you have firmer, more elastic skin, improved cognitive function, more lean muscle and connective tissue, and so much more. I just wish this had come out 6 months earlier, while I spent the entire summer overwhelmed at work and struggling to keep up with everything and really wondering if I was losing my mind. And I can tell over the last 3.5 weeks that I've been using this product, I know I'm getting to the end of, I've finally hired somebody else and things are getting a lot easier at work, but I also can tell just from a cognitive perspective, I'm starting to not feel nearly as overwhelmed. Things are a lot clearer. I'm not struggling to put the pieces together as I do sometimes, as I was earlier. So I'm super excited that all of that is happening. Now, MetaPWR Advantage is a game changer, right? It's a game-changing powdered supplement that you can mix with water just in a shaker bottle, and you use it daily to slow the signs of biological aging and extend your health span, regardless of your current age. And nothing out there even compares to it. Nothing. So what you've been told about collagen is probably almost all of it is wrong. Some of you may already be taking collagen supplements. Raise your hands if you're already using collagen replacement. I actually had not been. I had been looking into it, and I had no idea that this was coming out from DoTERRA. This was like brand new to me. I had no idea. So I was really excited to get started with it because I had been reading about the collagen and thinking that it was probably something that I should start taking. So the problem is a lot of what I read about, like the best collagen available, is just good marketing. So DoTERRA doesn't spend a whole lot of money on marketing. They spend their energy sourcing the best, purest ingredients available, as well as the best sciences to effectively deliver those ingredients to your cells. So let me give you the highlights for why the collagen and MetaPWR Advantage is superior to anything else you may have tried. First, it's 12 times more absorbable for biological, or absorbable, more bioavailable. Sorry, I'm getting all tongue-tied here, than other collagen products. And when supplementing with collagen, bioavailability is important to consider. When a supplement or a nutrient is easily absorbed and used by your body, it's considered bioavailable. The number of grams you read on a label isn't what determines how much collagen your cells will receive after taking it. It's how bioavailable and what that bioavailable factor is in the product. That means if you were to give someone a regular collagen bottle you might find on Amazon and compare the milligram levels, you'll absorb approximately 12 times more into your cells with MetaPWR Advantage than the product from Amazon. And the second most collagen replacing products only feature one, or the second point that I wanted to make here is that collagen replacing products only feature one or two collagen tripeptides. MetaPWR Advantage contains 9 unique collagen types. Okay, so most collagen products feature one or two, and those are the most relevant ones for like skin, beauty, elasticity, and wrinkles, because that's what most people are worried about. MetaPWR, however, it features those types of collagen, but it also includes 7 other unique collagen peptide types. So remember, collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, and there are 28 known collagen types. So supplementing with a wide range of diverse collagen types helps promote like joint mobility, tissue strength, skin elasticity. So you get all of the beauty benefits and can recover faster from workouts, gain an edge with flexibility, and move with more ease no matter what your age. So that is really encouraging, right? So the third thing is it's activated by you. MetaPWR Advantage is hydrolyzed powder. It's in a hydrolyzed powder format, activated by you when you mix it with water before consuming it. Most of the prepackaged liquid collagens use a process to sterilize their water-based like delivery system. In doing so, they eliminate the harmful bacteria and beneficial active ingredients like vitamins, flavonoids, all kinds of other things that are in there to help your body. And despite this process, they are actually less shelf stable than MetaPWR Advantage is. So it also means they're shipping heavy water around the globe, increasing our carbon emissions, right? MetaPWR Advantage is delivered to you in hydrolyzed powdered format for a more active and bioavailable delivery system at the time of taking it. Simply mix it with water immediately before you drink it. When you mix MetaPWR Advantage with like cool or room temperature water, you're consuming it as a liquid, meaning your body can easily absorb the stable, non-degraded nutrients without the sugar content that accompanies a prepackaged juice format or the value loss that occurs from pasteurization. Along with being powdered, the collagen in MetaPWR Advantage is also hydrolyzed, meaning it is cut into specific tripeptide fragments, which dramatically increase its bioavailability. DoTERRA sources collagen from sustainably harvested cold water marine fish in exotic locations like Italy. MetaPWR Advantage is tested more extensively for heavy metals than any other DoTERRA product. or supplement. And other collagen products on the market, whether from land or marine sources, typically contain tripeptide contents of 15 to 35%. MetaPWR Advantage collagen is over 70% tripeptide fragments for superior absorption. That's really huge, right? If you're looking at 15 to 35%, and DoTERRAs is 70% tripeptide. So what are some of the synergistic ingredients that you're going to find in MetaPWR? There's a whole host of things that you're going to find in there. I'm not going to read them all, but you can see there's rose apple fruit extract. There's red orange fruit extract. There's the MetaPWR Metabolic blend that we talked about with the 5 essential oils. There's NADH, which we know is critical for helping with cellular integrity. We have biotin and a whole lot more. And of course, the marine collagen. So these are all of the synergistic ingredients that you're going to find in the MetaPWR Advantage system. Then, of course, everybody wants to know, pricing is how expensive is it? Is it worth it? All of that. So I will tell you that you would spend over $300 to get only a portion of what is inside of the MetaPWR Advantage. But of course, that's not the price that DoTERRA charges. You're not going to pay anywhere near that. So just for the MetaPWR Advantage hydrolyzed powder, if you were to buy that by itself, that's about $85. So you get a huge savings on buying this compared to trying to gather all of those ingredients individually. And now let's just have a real quick recap of the health obstacles. Remember, it's maturing fat cells, blood sugar spikes, cellular integrity, and inferior supplementation. Just to recap, when combined with a healthy lifestyle, with healthy lifestyle choices, this superior supplement system is one everyone can use to overcome those obstacles. And the MetaPWR Metabolic System is safe, effective, affordable, and easy to use. Let's just kind of step through. I'll give you the 1, 2, 3 of how you would actually use this. So I know that was a lot of information that we went through, and you might be feeling overwhelmed. So let me break it down into 3 simple steps so you can see how easy it is to incorporate these products into your life. Most people begin to feel the benefits within a week or 2. And I know for myself, I did see and feel benefits in the 2nd week. Some people take a little longer. Some people notice it in the 1st week. So everybody's a little different. But if you eat a well-balanced whole food diet and add 1 or more of the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend products to your daily routine, you want to add the essential oil blend to your water when you fill it up, like in the morning, and that's going to prevent you from wanting to snack. You take a soft gel with your morning and afternoon DoTERRA Lifelong Vitality packs, if you're taking those Lifelong Vitality supplements, and you can pop a beadlet or a piece of gum in your mouth when cravings hit so you can take the edge off. That's step one. Step two, you're going to take MetaPWR Assist with your largest meal of the day. And you want to take it 15 to 30 minutes before you eat your meal. You know, you can take it with the meal if you've forgotten to take it ahead of time. But this is for extra support, and you take 1 capsule, generally 1 a day. But you can take more if you feel you have a need to take one with more than 1 meal. So you wouldn't take 2 at one time, but you might take a pill. There we go. With 2 of your meals during the day instead of just 1 meal. And then the third step is once a day, whenever you like, add 1 sachet of the MetaPWR Advantage to cold water or room temperature water, put it in a shaker bottle, shake it up, and just drink it down. And you could actually do this 2 or 3 times a day if you choose, but you only need to do it once a day. Again, that's personal preference. If you feel like you need to be a power user and you really want to get your body going, if you feel like you've had a lot of reasons that your body's not healthy and you really want to give it a good shock and push forward, you could take multiple sachets of those. So this is just kind of a daily schedule. I mentioned earlier that I do fasting. So in the mornings, I take my Lifelong Vitality supplements and I add 1 of the MetaPWR soft gels. Then during the day, I don't eat lunch. I typically wait until 4 or 5 to eat my first meal. But if I get cravings during the middle of the day, I might drink some water and add a drop or 2 of the metabolic blend in there, or I might grab some of the beadlets. And a lot of times I'll grab the beadlets because I might be drinking coffee or something else, and it doesn't taste good to mix it that way. And finally, in the evening, before I sit down to have my meal, I try to remember 15 to 30 minutes ahead of time to take my MetaPWR Assist capsule. And this is when I typically drink my my MetaPWR Advantage drink is with my evening meal. So that is an example of a daily schedule. So if you're interested in, getting started, metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from whole foods without spikes in blood sugar. It controls fat and insulin that are already in like the normal range. And nutrition and metabolism have a synergetic effect on your health and overall wellness. While nutrition is the process of nutrient acquisition, like from your environment, metabolism is the chemical process your body uses to transform the food that you eat into fuel. Studies have found persistent disturbance of nutrient metabolism or energy, like homeostasis caused by nutrient deficiency or excess, induces cellular stress, which leads to metabolic dysregulation. Nutrition and metabolic support go hand in hand. So you need to fix your nutrition along with proper supplementation. And we know even the best diets are deficient in vital nutrients. DoTERRA's Lifelong Vitality was created to fill those gaps And MetaPWR can calibrate your health from baseline of the doTERRA wellness lifestyle pyramid that we saw in the very beginning, with optimal nutrition, and optimize your metabolism, curb your cravings, and shed extra weight. So they're the perfect health and vitality pairing. Now, that was, sorry. So I clicked on the wrong slide there. So how do you get started? You can get started with the convention kit. So this is a kit that came out the end of September. It has all the MetaPWR system, plus it has all the other new products that came out this year for doTERRA. It has the bar shampoo and bar conditioner, along with a number of different oils that have come out. So this is an awesome deal. It's $250. It has $333 value if you were to buy the products individually. So you're saving almost $100 by buying this whole pack, and it includes that MetaPWR, the whole MetaPWR system. Then kind of going back to this slide, this is where I combine both the lifelong vitality supplements with the MetaPWR system now to optimize my health. However, you can also get started with just the MetaPWR Metabolic System. It is $179. And if you get started with this kit at $179, doTERRA waives your enrollment fee. There's normally a $35 enrollment fee, so that is waived. And so you're going to get the entire metabolic MetaPWR system, a full year membership into doTERRA. With that membership, of course, you get all products at the wholesale price rather than the retail price, which is an immediate 25% savings, and you earn points with every purchase that you can then use later on to buy products at no cost to you. So there are a lot of huge advantages to joining and getting this MetaPWR Metabolic System as part of an enrollment kit. And of course, there are many, many different ways to enroll with doTERRA. You can create your own enrollment kits. And as long as you choose products that are over $150 in what they call point value, which is more or less the cost value if you're strictly looking at oils to get into the to get your enrollment. And if you purchase more than the $150, that enrollment fee of $35 is waived. So again, a great opportunity here to save money, improve your health, and really just learn more about the amazing company that doTERRA is. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You can direct message me or send me a chat, whatever it is that you need to do. You can email me if you have my email. You can find me on Instagram as well. And over there, it's the Everyday Miracle _ and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for joining me here tonight, and I will talk to you later.